welcome to my channel. This video is going to be a pick a card reading for the new moon in Gemini for June 10th, 2021. This new moon is a special new moon because it is happening a few minutes after a solar eclipse, which means that this new moon overall just has a larger impact on your life. And usually what happens around this new moon, the first few days before and the first few days after, whatever's going on for you during that time can last around 6 months. New moons are all about setting new intentions for what you want to manifest in your life, and new beginnings or new phases. This new moon is in Gemini, so that means that since Gemini is about communication and thinking and learning, you may begin to perceive information in different ways. You may start to communicate differently or think about things differently, see things differently. Maybe you're communicating with other people differently, or other people are communicating with you differently, and you're just gaining a lot of information during this time period. You're learning a lot about yourself and about other people. Gemini is very curious and intellectual. During this new moon and this time phase, this is really a time to gather information about yourself and about other people and start to gather information so that you can soon make decisions on how you want to move forward in your life. It is a time to be vulnerable, and it is a time to really be authentic and stay true to yourself and what you really want to create and manifest in your life for yourself. During this time, we can receive a lot of missing answers, things that we've been wondering, and we can gain a lot of clarity on how to move forward and what we really want to do and decisions that we really want to make. For this pick a card reading, I'm going to be asking our familiars what they think we need to communicate with others, or how we need to change our communication styles, or what we need to let others know in order to move forward in our lives, in our dreams, or whatever, in our goals, whatever situation that we are trying to overcome or working through right now, what we need to communicate with others to move forward. For this new moon, it is important to set intentions around being able to communicate our true authentic self with other people, or even with our own self, so that we are able to make decisions on what we need to do to be able to move forward in what we are trying to manifest, or what we are trying to create in our life, or our goals. And we need to communicate with others and be really clear with ourselves, have a lot of clarity on what we need to do and what we can do and what needs to be changed and who we now need to be. This new moon is all about just being really authentic and being true to who you are, and being able to communicate that, being able to communicate and be vulnerable, and just staying true to your truth and your authentic desires and hopes and dreams, and gaining clarity on how to move forward and how you can communicate with others about what you want to do and what needs to happen in your life, the changes that maybe need to be made, or who you need to become, or what kind of roles you need to step into now, or what action you need to take. So it's not about taking those actions yet, but gaining that clarity and maybe talking with others or talking with yourself to decide and to just remove some of the mental fog and communicate to gain clarity. So I'm going to be asking our familiars, because our familiars are so in tune with our energy and they're able to see things that we don't always see within ourselves. They are our little mirrors and they mirror back to us, so they really know our energy really well. So I'm going to be asking them what we need to communicate, or just some insight on how we can communicate our true authentic self, and what type of intentions to set for this new moon in Gemini on June 10th. I'm going to be using the Dog and Cat Communication Tarot deck, which is a tarot deck specifically designed for communicating and speaking to cats and dogs. This will be a pick a card reading, so get in a comfortable space, take some deep breaths, and pick a number 1, 2, or 3. And that will be your message from your familiar to you, what your familiar thinks you need to communicate and let others know, or what area you need to gain clarity around through communication. So I'm going to shuffle the cards now, and we'll get into the reading. What advice about communication does your familiar have for you? Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Group 1, your cards are the Queen of Hearts and the Four of Bones. Group 1, the Four of Bones is all about stability and security. When this card shows up, your familiar is saying that they are really grateful for all that you provide for them. They like their toys, they like their food, they like the activities that you provide for them, the comfort, and they feel that they have everything that they need. This card can also be a little possessive, so think of that dog that growls when you come near their food or their bone. With this card, your familiar is really reminding you to just relax and trust that you will always be provided with what you need. You can relax and know that the future there will be stability and security, and you don't need to be possessive or think too much about where your next toy or your next food or whatever is going to come. The Queen of Hearts is about being emotionally stable so that you can compassionately care for others. So you yourself already feel emotionally stable, so you're able to then help others feel emotionally stable. The Queen of Hearts is also about finding the beauty and the joy in the world, and recognizing that instead of recognizing more the pain or the suffering, recognizing the things that really bring joy and love and beauty into your life instead of focusing on the things that don't. With these two cards, your familiar is telling you that you need to communicate what you have. These cards are both about stability and security and having all the things that you need, and noticing that, recognizing that, noticing the things that bring you joy and love and peace and happiness, and those emotions that really provide stability and security in your life. This might mean that your familiar is suggesting that you either communicate with yourself, so you tell yourself and you notice all the beauty and all the things that you already have, all the abundance that is already in your life, or you communicate with others and show others that you have all these really great things, and don't be afraid to show off and be proud of the success or the achievements that you have accomplished. And you don't need to hide that. You don't need to dim your light or be embarrassed. You can show off and let others know, and you can also share whatever you need to communicate with others or with yourself this new moon. It's really about stability and security and knowing that you will always have enough, and you already have enough right now, and noticing all the beauty and everything that is already around you and already exists. I hope that was helpful for you, Group 1, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Group 2, your cards are the Knight of Hearts and the Queen of Bones. Group 2, the Queen of Bones, is all about finding the balance between being productive and also being compassionate and nurturing. So when we look after our animals, we often need to do things that maybe our animals don't like, or maybe we rather not do. But we know that it's best for them in the long run and best for ourselves as well. The Queen of Bones is your familiar really saying, thank you for all that you do for me. Thank you for working hard to provide me with the best life possible. Thank you for doing the things that you need to do so that we can both live a really beautiful, abundant, happy, joyful life. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for being passionate, and thank you for providing me with everything that I need in this life. And the Knight of Hearts is again about gratitude and really having a romantic kind of view of life and seeing things with beauty and with love, and really being passionate and loving and caring and seeing the world as a really beautiful place. It's a really optimistic card where you feel like anything is possible and everything is possible, and you can have anything or achieve anything, and everything is joyful and loving. Both of these cards are about gratitude and excitement and joy and noticing the beauty in the world, which is kind of a similar theme to Group 1 actually, which is noticing the beauty around you. That theme is again in this group, Group 2, and that's to really be able to communicate. Your familiar wants you to be able to communicate and express to others the joy and the beauty that you see in the world and really be grateful for it. So I feel like the difference between group 1 and group 2 is that you, group 2, you already recognize the beauty. You already know that you are surrounded by abundance and beauty and love, and you have everything that you need, and life can be really beautiful. But you now need to express and communicate your gratitude for those things, for whoever is in your life that helps you achieve that beauty and that bliss and that really romantic view of life and seeing everything as perfect. The things that you can be grateful, you need to express your gratitude to those people or to those things or whatever it is in your life that provides you with that. Be really open and tell people that you really are grateful to have them in your life, that you're grateful for their love. And it may not be people, it may be animals, it may be objects, it may be your job, it may be your lifestyle, whatever you are grateful for. Express that gratitude and let everyone know, and take time to tell yourself and feel grateful that you have created this life. Be grateful and compassionate with yourself for doing what you have already done, to have all the things that you already have, and to have experiences that you have already experienced. Just really communicate your gratitude. I hope that was helpful for you, group 2, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Group 3, your cards are the King of Balls and the Knight of Bones. Group 3, both of your cards are actually very similar. They are both about having a purpose and feeling important and knowing that what you do is worthy, you are valuable, you are talented, you are important, and whatever you do in this life means something to other people. You are contributing. The King of Balls is about being passionate and doing what you are passionate about. Group 3, your familiar, is really wanting you to communicate what you are passionate about and try and find those opportunities that you can take that passion and actually take action on it. You probably already know what you are passionate about and what you want to take action on. And now you probably just need to communicate that with other people around you, or gain some clarity in your own mind about what opportunities are available to you to take that passion and really act on it. Because your familiar is telling you that it is now time to turn that passion, that thing that you are excited about, what you want to do with your life, what you want to spend your time doing, and looking for opportunities to make that something that you do regularly, or maybe to turn that into a job or a career, or to turn that into something that you do daily, or whatever it is that you want to spend your time doing. To communicate with others and find a way how you can make that work, how you can turn that into something that you do regularly, because this will be really good for your soul. This will be good for your happiness. You will be more excited. You will just enjoy life and be a lot happier when you take those passions and when you turn them into something that you do regularly, when you find those opportunities to actually make those dreams come true and to take the action to do that. And your familiar is saying that you need to communicate this with other people or with yourself internally, and when you do that, you will actually be able to change your life so that you are more passionate and enjoy your life more and are excited and just full of joy and excitement about what you are doing on a day-to-day basis. I hope that was helpful for you, group 3, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.